Hey guys, welcome to Surf and Show. I'm Noel Salas, and today is the first episode in a series of our How to Surf Better tutorial. And the topic is backside snaps. This is going to be fun. Sit back, get your favorite drink, enjoy the show. Now, this first episode of Backside Snaps we put out on YouTube free of charge for all to learn. But as I go deeper in backside snaps, it's going to get more advanced. There'll be multiple episodes. Let me give you a good example. We've been working on frontside snaps. The first episode we put on YouTube, our focus was on speed snaps. Episode 2, we went into power snaps. Episode 3, we did vertical snaps. And then episode 4, we took a step back. It was more of a question and answer for our community on problems they were running into. So we did an episode to answer those questions and gave them great drills to work on while they were surfing or running their Carver skate drills to ingrain good habits. Now, how do you unlock these exclusive episodes? You hit the link below, become a family patron, and you pledge $5 every month as we give you 2 new episodes to work on. Now, we've done 5 topics so far, and there's over 15 exclusive surf tutorials that you can unlock by becoming a patron. All right, enough about that. Let's look at a couple waves, find out what we're working on in this episode. Now, I missed this first snap right here, but I generated a lot of speed coming off the bottom to do these quick turns and surf this wave with good speed. Quick, shallow bottom turn. Missed the speed snap, but look at all the speed. I wipe speed off right there. Solid bottom turn to do the turn I want in the pocket. Everything started because I went to the top of the wave and got the speed I needed so I could surf this wave how I wanted to. Now this wave's a little smaller than the first one. Quick, shallow bottom turn. Nice speed snap right there. Able to come off the bottom and stay right in the pocket to do the turn I wanted to do. Now in this shallow bottom turn, I'm creating twist and pivot. Let's pause, getting close. You can see my shoulders and my hips are open to the lip and my trailing arms coming around my body as I coil up. My weight distribution, 60% on my back leg, 40 on my front. And as I get to the lip and uncoil, it's going to create that snap. Let's get in and look at my posture now. You see how compressed I am? Shoulder, knee close together. I'm driving my back knee into my front knee, so I've shifted my weight forward. And now my weight's more like 40% on my back leg, 60 on my front leg. My arms are down in front of me, so I'm nice and relaxed. And that, because my arms are in front of me, that's going to maximize speed as I go back down to the bottom, twist and pivot. As I coil, I uncoil at the top and repeat. Now this wave's a bit bigger. Shallow bottom turn, quick speed snap, come to the bottom, and it's really about hitting that second turn with good timing. Now this wave's a bit faster. It's running away from me, so quick, shallow bottom turn, nice speed snap right there. Let's get in close. Just want to check my posture. Shoulder and knee are close together, so I'm compressed. I'm driving my back knee into my front knee, so I'm shifting my weight forward to get down the line quickly, and then my trailing arms behind me. Now it's behind me because I'm on a bigger wave and I'm going to be going a lot faster, and that's going to give me good balance as I come out of that speed snap, come around the bottom turn, I coil up at the bottom and I release at the top, and that speed snap helped me get down the line and get to open face. Now that we've seen a few waves, we're working on backside speed snaps. Now I believe this is appropriate for our community and a great place to start because some of you guys surf really fast beach breaks. And I want you guys to be able to generate speed quickly and do maneuvers along the way that make things look a little bit more radical and help your surf progress. All right, so remember, the wall behind me is my wave. And the first couple waves we looked at, they were a little bit smaller. And my posture on those smaller waves looked a little different than the wave that was overhead. Let's talk about the 2 smaller ones first. One of the first things I want to talk about is when I get to my feet, since I'm trying to get down the line and get a couple maneuvers, I want to drop in quickly, do a shallow bottom turn, which is maybe at like 2/3 of the bottom of the wave. Get right to the top and start my first turn. Remember, I'm going to the top of the wave, not just to snap. I want to get up here so I can utilize the wave face and the energy of the wave to generate maximum speed. I showed you one wave where I came to the top and I didn't do a snap. But I utilized the wave to generate so much speed that I had to wipe speed off. Then I came off the bottom and did a nice open face carve. The very next wave I showed you, I did the shallow bottom turn, and then I came in and did this quick speed snap, and then went into that bottom turn and did the same type of open face. I got 2 maneuvers in the same amount of space, and the smaller wave with the snap looked way more progressive and radical. Now, one of the things I want to talk about that snap is when I go into that shallow bottom turn and I'm compressing and I'm extending and I'm picking my spot, remember it's more diagonal because the wave's running away from me and I want to maximize speed. That snap that I get at the top is going to be equivalent to what I load in my shoulders and hips as I turn and look at the spot. Did that make sense? Picture this. I'm driving my back knee into my front knee. I compress in, I look up, and as I look up in here, I'm starting to pick my spot. That's coiled. Now it's going to uncoil when I let go. And when I let go, depending on how much I've coiled and how fast I release that coil, will give me that spray and snap. Okay? And then I come down, and when I was coming down on the smaller waves, my back knee was really driving hard into my front knee, and my arms were in front of me. I always talk about where your arms are. It's important. In smaller waves, I'm doing all the work for the speed. So this is going to maximize speed and projection, right? My bottom turns, they kind of go out, compress in. One thing that we will always carry forward, I don't care what the maneuver is we have to do a solid bottom turn. It doesn't have to be deep, and it doesn't have to be way out in the bottom. I just want you guys to really focus on compressing in, extending out, and learning how to generate speed from the bottom. Drive through that turn, and then let it go up top and have that spray. Now, the other wave we looked at, I was riding, it was overhead, right? Got to my feet, same thing. Quick, shallow bottom turn, came up, released the pivot and the twist in my body, and I got that snap. But on that wave, my arm was behind me. And remember, when you see my arm back here backside, and this hand's more relaxed, I'm still driving my back knee into my front knee, this is going to give me good balance. I'm moving fast here, right? And the means on that first speed snap is always to get me down the line because it was about the second maneuver. Now remember, I always talk about where you're looking when you're doing a snap. It's okay that we look down the line, but I want you to be careful because weight distribution on your shallow bottom turns like 60-40, 60 here, 40 here. And then when you come up in here and you're doing that speed snap and you're driving your weight forward, now you have like 40% of your weight on your back foot and 60 on your front. And if I'm focused only down the line and that wave gets hollow, I could go over the handlebars and pearl. So I'd rather you come down more diagonal. If you look down more diagonal, you're going to come down with a ton of speed, especially if you're compressing to get around. And then you can set your next bottom turn or stay a little bit higher and get down to some open face. Remember, a speed snap is always used to project and maximize speed to get down the line to either get to some open face or multiple maneuvers. All right, let's get on our carvers and work on some drills together. All right, guys, cones are set. I've got my Rad Ripper with the C7 and the back truck both set to medium in tightness, just like our last drill. Now, let me show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna be coming from down the street. This cone right here represents my backside snap at the top of the wave. When I come in right here, we're acting like, okay, I'm gonna come down the street. Here's the top of the wave. Here's my shallow bottom turn right here, right? I'm gonna compress in, extend out, and I'm gonna come around this cone for my top turn, and then I wanna race out around that cone to keep my speed up. Remember, this is a speed snap and the wave is running away from us and we've got to keep our speed up. All right, guys, this is how I want you to set up your cones. This is the top of the wave. This is where the speed snap happens. So we're gonna count off 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna drop a cone. Then I want you to count off 6 from here to here. This represents our shallow bottom turn. There's our speed snap up there. Now, coming back to here, I want you to go from here to there 12 paces. This represents the top of the wave. Imagine paddling in to this backside wave. You go straight to a shallow bottom turn and you do your speed snap here. Okay, now I want to talk about getting to that cone over there. We're going to go 6 from here to here, and we're going to drop a cone, right? And then from this cone to that cone, it's 3. Now that your cones are set, I want you to pick up this cone and this cone, and we're ready to go. Set my feet. Remember, this is the top of the wave. I'm dropping in, nice shallow bottom turn, come around the cone on your speed snap, and then keep your speed up. Right, now you get the gist of the drill. We're gonna change it a little bit. You're gonna come off your shallow bottom turn, and since I've been going around where the speed snap is, it's more of a top turn. Now I wanna add snap to it, and that snap is gonna give us timing and spray. So we're gonna come up and we're gonna hit this cone, and we want this cone to slide out. And the more pressure I apply on my back foot and front foot distribution and weight, it's gonna snap and this cone's gonna go off. So you could slide out here. This is when you wanna put on your pads and your helmet so that way you can hit this drill with confidence. Now before we get started, I want you to pick up this cone, grab a piece of chalk, mark it, because you're gonna be putting this cone back every time you do this speed snap. Now that we're doing a snap, I move my front foot forward a little bit so I have better control at snapping on the cone, and then I want you to ride out. Now as you get into really pushing and making it snap up here and your tail starts to get free, we don't want to tail slide. I want you to focus on pushing with that back foot, and you do have to adjust your weight with your front foot so you can get that tail to snap on the cone for timing, but the more you slide, you're gonna lose more control and it's gonna be hard to get down the line fast and you're gonna wreck the whole point of a speed snap. So we gotta put this back on my X, and I want you to work on this a couple times because it's about to get harder. All right, my stance is a little bit wider. I really wanna focus on controlling the snap at the top. I wanna hit my cone, and then I wanna keep my speed up. Here comes my drop in. Shallow bottom turn, speed snap, right out. I'm getting used to this drill, hitting that cone with that little bit of snap. I'm gonna work on getting lower. I wanna compress in, really work on coiling, and then I wanna let that coil or twist go right at the top and get good at the timing, and this will translate to your surfing. I wanna explode and pivot off the shallow bottom turn, hit that speed snap, right out. All right, we're gonna take this drill with a little sense of urgency. We're gonna make this our drop-in spot. So I'm not coming down the street. This is one push, get to your feet set, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here, we're gonna really have to generate speed out of our shallow bottom turn. We're gonna hit our speed snap, make the cone go flying, and when we get to here, remember I was talking about you wanna look down diagonally. I don't want you looking down the line, I want you to look at that cone and go towards it. Now it's not about speed coming out here, which you can work on your own, but for me it's about being explosive from the takeoff. All right, this is all gonna happen really fast. I get one little push, I'm gonna generate all my speed off that shallow bottom turn, hit that speed snap, and be looking at my last cone. Here we go. So one push, explode off my bottom turn, speed snap, right out. As you continue to work on this, I'm starting to generate too much speed out of my bottom turn, and I have to adjust at the top. This is exactly like surfing. So what you want to do is you want to get this dialed where you're actually controlling your speed out of your bottom turns, or you're generating more. You want to get lower here. You want to have more twist and pivot at the top. It's going to throw more spray. You guys are going to have fun. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed episode 1 on backside snaps, and you've got your homework cut out for you. Whether you're out surfing or you're riding your Carver surf skate, let's ingrain good habits with solid technique. Now if you're following along in our tutorials and it's helping you, you're surfing better and having more fun, let us know in the comment field below. And if you want more, join the family. Click the link below, become a patron, and unlock 15 exclusive tutorials now. Look, if you like the show, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss an episode, and give us a thumbs up if you like our content. Until next time, we'll see you in the water. Bye-bye.